first thing I want to go over is how to clean the paint. If paint has been used a lot and people haven't been mixing or haven't been cleaning their brush very well, there will be some color mixing going on. This is actually supposed to be a light yellow, or sorry, a light orange. So what I'm doing with my paper towel, I just got it a little bit wet, and I'm just wiping off the top surface of the paint. You don't want to dig out the paint. You don't want to run it underwater and remove too much paint. But if the paint is dry, I can just use a damp paper towel and bring that color back. So in terms of washing your paints, that's how you want to do that. When you're practicing using the paint today, you're going to have a variety of brushes to choose from, so please share and kind of take turns using the different types of brushes with your table group. And when you're painting, you want to make sure that you are getting a wet brush applied gently to the surface of the paint. You never need to scoop the paint out or use your brush as a spoon. You want it to just glide on the top surface of the paint so we're not removing too much paint. I can spread this paint out by just using a wet brush. I didn't even dip it in the paint again, but just using water will spread that out. You'll also notice that my color is getting lighter. The more water that I add, the color is lightening. If I wanted to have a darker, bolder color, I would have less water on my brush, and I can get fine lines, thick lines, lines that change. So again, practice using the brushes in various ways. Then I'm going to rinse out my brush. I'm wiping, not tapping it off on the side of the container, and then I'm setting it on the paper towel. Another technique you can practice is wet on wet. Wet on wet is when you wet the paper, and I'm just using my clean water right now to create a circle of water on my paper. Then I can go in and use wet paint, and the water serves kind of like a force field where the paint will stay within that area of water. I can do this and allow colors to mix. I'm going to add a little more water to this green. And again, using wet paint on wet paper can be a really cool effect. You can also do large areas of paint by using larger brushes, a watercolor wash using water to spread the paint out and fill in larger spaces. Again, I'm not going to let the brush sit in the water cup. I'm going to rinse it out and set it on the paper towel. I can use one of my smaller detail brushes to practice writing my name, or again doing smaller texture lines. I could think about how I would do grass, polka dots, just by using the tip of my brush. So today you're going to take this time to just practice cleaning the paintbrush, practice painting with the various types of brushes, and making sure that our paint and our brushes are ready for the next group of artists.